It was Mother's Day weekend. The weather looked like it was going to be nice. So Penny, myself, and our old dog loaded up the Jeep and took off for southern Missouri. The Ozarks in southeast Missouri are beautiful. There are miles and miles of national forest roads and logging roads and major chunks of ground that you can get out and play on. Right now we're actually on the backside of the Peck Ranch, which is where Missouri reintroduced the elk. They brought elk in and had them in a fenced-in area of a couple of thousand acres, and they kept them there till the last elk that was brought into the state passed away. That way every elk that is in the state now sees Missouri as its home. And when they released them, they went out into the Ozarks, and now we have a hunting season on them. You're liable to see one if you keep your eyes open. Well, right here, I realized I didn't bring either one of our chainsaws. So we're going to go around through here. Right now, me and Penny are discussing whether or not I can get the Jeep between these trees. And to both of our surprise, we was able to and keep both mirrors still attached. We have been down this road many a times, and normally the bottom of these water puddles like this are pretty solid, but you never know what may be in there or what's been washed out. So even though I don't need it, I did go ahead and drop it into four-wheel drive just in case we got into a rut that I didn't know was there. Better safe than sorry. I really don't want to get my feet wet having to pull out a winch line if it gets bad. This part of the road kind of runs right down through a creek bed. This is on what I call my shortcut. We've just come over by Rocky Creek Falls to now we're going to come out on a blacktop right along the Current River just north of Van Buren. It saves you a lot of highway driving if you take this way. Doesn't save me any time. I think today we took about an hour and a half to get through there. Of course, we just drive along and enjoy it. This section of the road is extremely beautiful in the fall, and we always use this whenever we're down here and the leaves are changing. It is definitely a beautiful little ride. Where we're coming up to now on this road, I did go ahead and slide the Jeep into four-wheel drive. Turned out I didn't need it at all. But here again, I'm not sure what's washed out. We have had some ruts cut in the road that wasn't there the last time. Better safe than sorry. So we went ahead and slid it in four-wheel drive, and well, we're getting down here to a place that we come in to see. This is an old tramway. It was built in 1907 by a company called the Missouri Lumber and Mining Company. At one time, they owned over 324,000 acres and employed over 2,000 people down along the Current River. But unfortunately for them, the year they built these tramways, we also had a recession. Lumber prices dropped, orders went away, and the company slowly ground down. By 1909, they had one mill left in the area, and they moved it just outside of Emnitz, and that is now West Emnitz. They was only able to run about another 10 years before going bankrupt. We still get some of the benefits of their company all these years later. A lot of the conservation ground, the Ozark Scenic Riverway, and a lot of the national forest now occupies the ground that they once owned. Well, we're not going to go any farther this way. Even if I had my chainsaw, there's no way. When we went past this washout going the other way, Penny didn't mind it too much. She really didn't like it being on her side, though. It amazes me how well preserved this is for something that was built back in 1907. Wondered if the gentleman that built this would have ever dreamed that we'd be going by it here in 2025. Probably not. On the way home, we had one more stop, Johnson's Shut-Ins. It's a beautiful area to go play in the water if you're ever interested and in the area. Thanks for coming along.